In May 2026, West Bengal, a state historically dominated by communists and regional populists, handed the BJP a 207-seat landslide victory. The man taking the oath as the state's first-ever BJP chief minister was Suvendu Adhikari. Curious, the catch: Adhikari is no imported political outsider. He is the former mastermind who built the exact regime he just tore down. To understand how a fiercely independent state finally fell to the BJP, we have to look inside the mind of the architect who carefully dismantled his own building. The foundation of his power starts in the coastal belt of Purba Midnapore. He comes from the Adhikari political dynasty, a formidable local force led by his father, a former union minister. Yet, despite that elite pedigree, he deliberately rejected the air-conditioned rooms of high-level politics. He spent his early career directly managing hyperlocal issues, listening to voters complain about broken roads and empty water pipes. He holds a master's degree, but his real education came from reading the pulse of the people on the street. Fusing the vast resources of a political dynasty with raw, street-level credibility created a local power base so strong it became virtually unshakable. That local leverage became national news during the 2007 Nandigram movement. The left-front government was trying to seize 10,000 acres of land for a special economic zone, and the region erupted. While other politicians stayed in the capital, Adhikari stepped directly into the conflict. He led the grassroots resistance, a move that eventually pulled a fierce opposition leader named Mamata Banerjee into the national spotlight. They won. Crossed arms won the fight, and Mamata took the state. Adhikari was heavily rewarded for his loyalty, becoming a two-time MP and a multi-portfolio minister. He acted as the Trinamool Congress's most effective administrative operator. But by constructing the very infrastructure of Mamata's political empire, Adhikari gained intimate knowledge of exactly where its structural weak points were hidden. The breaking point came from within. Mamata's nephew, Abhishek Banerjee, began a rapid ascent through the party ranks, positioned as the heir apparent. It triggered an ideological war. Adhikari was a self-made mass leader who earned his power in the dirt. He refused to submit to the entitlement of a political inheritance. So, in December 2020, he defected to the BJP. He didn't leave quietly. He took a fleet of crucial party MLAs and MPs with him, instantly receiving India's highest Z+ security cover. This move functioned as a targeted insider strike, stripping the ruling party of the very organizational knowledge that had kept it in power. 4 months later, he put that structural damage to the test. In the 2021 election, Adhikari challenged the sitting chief minister directly on his own home turf of Nandigram. This chart shows how closely fought that initial battle really was. He defeated Mamata by a razor-thin margin of exactly 1,956 votes. Look at how the data shifts in 2026. Running in 2 seats simultaneously, he won his home base by nearly 10,000 votes and took Mamata's Babanipur stronghold by over 15,000. By systematically conquering both his own fortress and his rival's backyard, Adhikari proved the old regime was no longer invincible. Today, the state is undergoing a radical ideological reboot inside these halls. Adhikari is aggressively pursuing Hindu nationalist policy goals. At the top of his list is the rapid implementation of the Citizenship Amendment Act, designed to permanently protect regional refugees fleeing across the border. His administrative hit list is just as blunt. He has pledged to purge 90 lakh alleged fake voters from the rolls, dismantle deep-rooted school recruitment corruption, and force open the doors for large-scale industrial development. These policies are designed to systematically overwrite 15 years of populist governance with a rigid nationalist framework. Adhikari's victory suggests that even the most entrenched political machine can be dismantled by a lieutenant who understands its internal mechanics. True power belongs to the leader who stays connected to the dirt of the streets, because in politics, the most dangerous weapon is the architect who knows exactly how to tear down the very house he built.